Only a pent-up fool would look at this world of chaos and willingly become the commander, the caretaker of all these wonderful, beautiful, insane, batshit crazy, traumatized cyborg women. Welcome to the sequel of what many would consider the most realistic understanding of the Nikke universe. Here we look past the gameplay and ethical standards to dive into what our consciousness desires the most. To imagine being surrounded by life forms that actually care about you, care having more meanings than affection. Much has happened since our last recount, such as the rapid development of Rapi's burst cannons. Her character also has developed just as quickly. Imagine yourself the sole driver of this enhancement, if you can call it that. Her black hole of carnal aspiration to possess you surpassed all others, leading to not only a change in appearance, but a boost to her sexual acceleration. Many would consider this evolution a straight-up upgrade from before, and on paper they are completely correct. But in reality, it is a gargantuan chokehold on your quest to become a god. In this world, there are certain Nikkes that possess voices that bend wills to their own. One such Nikke suspected of holding this power was a recent convict of aided murders and malicious plots. Somehow, with your help, she was released from rehabilitation, roaming your neighborhood as if nothing happened. Here's the catch. Her powers were not taken away, meaning if you were to cross the line, which was vague to begin with, you could find yourself hanging off the ceiling with a foreign object shoved up your anal cavity. Thus, instead of spending her days in an asylum where she likely belongs, she has taken up a part-time job at your favorite cafe. For now, it's best to avoid such places, although that means sacrificing a portion of your creative hobbies. I suppose it's high time I tell you this, Sonny. You're adopted. Actually, much worse. You were basically born in a lab, created for reasons still unknown. But one thing is for certain, you are very special, particularly to this lady, perhaps the one you may call your mother. Now, before your lab-grown corn dog jumps to conclusions, ignore the devious smile in the curvaceous body for a moment. Said mother indeed cares about your development, but not for reasons that'll make you gift her a bouquet of flowers in May. This little purple devil is part of the Cabal, an organization swept under the rug since the beginning, and has paid no heed to the interpersonal destruction she has caused. Laws seem to not abide to her experiments, meaning she's free to do whatever she pleases as long as the results are satisfactory. And you, my friend, are very satisfactory. Now, since you are a man's man, testosterone in human form, you have plans to shoot your shot anyway. After all, there's no evidence of blood relation, which means the devious devil can be recruited into the party. Here's what you forgot. Her job is to experiment with living beings, which means during night raids, she wouldn't just have a strap on, she'll bring her favorite needle, cutting utensils, and welding equipment. Look, it's best we just keep the maternal desires at bay for now. Navigating around a harem sounds like a lot of pain, and trust me, it is. Not speaking from experience, it's just that I've done my research. But there is a workaround. You can have as many as you want and not have to worry about feeding them or child support. You just need the right supplier. And I have a supplier for you. Lonely Pillow has an exquisite selection of Nikke Dakimakuras, and the list just keeps on growing. The exclusive Beautiful Me Cinderella Daki is out in full swing, and yes, I had a say in its design. So, all credit to the artist where it's due, but once you're in the syndicate, it's hard to get out. So I did it for you, motherfucker. Because then, of course, your boy hooked you up. It's the special season. You can get 10% off using code EisenXmas. And if Cindy's not your girl, that's fine. Check out their brand new Blanc and Noir threesome Daki. I'm not even joking. This literally just dropped. So hurry in and grab yourself and your pops a pair. Lonely Pillow only uses the highest quality materials so you can commit family-friendly activities without worry. Again, that's code EisenXmas for 10% off. The code dies at the end of the month, so don't forget. 2 former lesbians also have branded you as their man. They too were caught up in the experiments of your mother, but instead of biological development, they were fused with alien technology, so to speak. The modestly dressed one was a successful experiment, whereas the one that looks like it eats chainsaws for breakfast was not. These two share a bond that shackles them beyond anything you have, which means you have to share the load. Miss Lash Lover isn't so bad, but her well-dressed friend is a former terrorist sidekick that turns into an actual killing machine if certain sounds are made. You can try to find time with the masochist alone, but it might be better to just keep them at a distance for now. The Cardinal of Drama herself has taken a stronger interest in your pudding ever since the summer event in which she was forced to put on a swimsuit. Before any revelations of this story, we were kept in the dark, unsure of what suspicious plans she had in store for her revenge against humanity. While we are still slightly clueless, there is no doubt our bond has inched closer. I'm sure by now you're asking what the problem is, and that's the problem itself. It feels as if we are still far too deep in the weeds, that it'll take more than a swimsuit party to dig her hatred out. Any sudden movement from the arc that threatens her dream state, and we'll find ourselves right back to square one. That being a mentally disturbed superweapon that enjoys drinking tea while her enemies slowly boil in a pot of vengeance. Perilous Siege is the government's specialized assassin squad, and it just so happens 2 of their top members have been captivated by your charm. This striking assassin in particular, who was once well known as a meme in the community for being absent from the game while her partner got all the love, is your Happy Meal wife. Oops, I got all the letters mixed up in my notes here. D. We're talking about D again. Ever since the previous installment, the wife has more than doubled her stocks in the market. Not only has she played crucial roles in events, but she has since been awarded a prestigious police attire that barely covers her mountainous role. Her policy of keeping you in murder axe reach at all times has not changed. In fact, with competition growing in the wife market, one may argue it has only gotten worse, or better, depending on how you look at it. The more you spend time with her, the more she realizes you're not here to play with one toy. So the pilgrimage continues ever onward. As long as you memorize her fan fictions and act like a lovey-dovey Disney couple on missions, I'd say you have a medium chance of surviving the night. Drifting in from the horizon like someone hung a man of war from a drone comes the ultimate mama's girl. Sounds adorable until you remember her mom is literally the main antagonist of everything you've fought for. While everyone else was busy playing politics or blowing bubbles in the stomach of a West Virginian, this jelly spent decades obsessively searching for a way back to the woman who birthed the nightmares that crawl the surface. This party crasher is widely considered the strongest heretic alive. Even the other heretics, yes, the creatures that regularly turn platoons into confetti, feel uneasy around her. After all, she can summon tsunamis tall enough to wash the ark like it's a dirty dinner plate. Her hearing is so impossibly sharp that whispering under your breath about how much you and the boys enjoy examining the details of her backside will go noticed. And that blank, emotionless expression she wears, it's not stoicism, it's the soulless calm of someone who casually insta-killed Naita like she was deleting an email from AI chatbot sponsorships. Worst of all, you don't even know what her final, most powerful form looks like. Yet somehow, you are her safe place. Around you, she finally drowns out the noise and lets herself float in a silence she's probably never felt. For reasons no scientist can explain, she trusts you, and it feels good to be the provider of that solace, despite your differences. Maybe it's because she's been eavesdropping on your conversations for years and decided you're not totally awful. To her, you're an anomaly, a good glitch in an otherwise miserable simulation. But here is the problem. You want to destroy her mother. You and every Nikke under your command are locked and loaded for that showdown. And she loves her mother more than she loves anything, including you, probably. It makes sense. She's been searching for her ever since the dawn of time. When push comes to shove, she'll stand at her mother's side, even if it means pointing a skyscraper-sized wave directly at your harem. She doesn't even know about your special blood yet, the one substance on Earth that could poison both her and her precious mom. So unless those peace talks go perfectly, and they won't, this love story ends in catastrophe. And you, my fellow commander, will be standing right in the splash zone.